I really think that when it comes to the entire DEI situation and what's going on, it's just so many people just online being messy. I know a lot of people's upset because Trump won. A lot of people is offended or is against it. A lot of people don't really want to really have a real, true, authentic conversation when it comes to the area of the politics of where we headed, and without the fuss and the hollering and all of the false statistics and things like that they are making up in their mind. A lot of people who are talking about a lot of political stuff right now on social media, they're just repeating something somebody else said. So it's pretty much like a domino effect of things. They hear something from somebody else and they just go with the flow. They don't try to go online and try to research and read some articles and go back and try to pull up the laws and pull up the statutes and try to do a brief comparison and how they could actually make sure that what they're repeating is actually correct. A lot of people getting their information from TikTok, and I know everybody fought to get TikTok back on because a lot of people were saying that TikTok is a place where everybody get their information from. So far from what I've seen in the past 2 weeks, if TikTok is your only reliable source of information, you're definitely in trouble, because a lot of people on TikTok is literally just making up stuff. I've seen so many videos of people just making up stuff. They just saying stuff out of the blue. They don't really know what they're talking about. They haven't read nothing. They haven't done anything. They just sitting up saying it. When you look at DEI, what Trump was doing, and I'm gonna say it again, it's not about attacking minorities. It's not about attacking black folks. That's not what this is about. I don't know why y'all want to turn everything into a racist situation, turn everything into a black thing, a white thing. That's not what it is. It really was targeted towards companies hiring just because you sleep with somebody, or hiring just because you with a certain group or you have a certain clout. It's really cutting that out, because if you really think back when the whole transgender thing all hit the scene with Obama and all that kind of stuff, it got so bad till it got to a place where you could even get a job, because if a person that was a transgender didn't get the job, it became a big public fallout. And now companies really just got scared of telling transgender people no. I mean, that's really what it is about. They got afraid. They just didn't want to tell them no because they didn't want to be sued. They didn't want to go through the risk of all of the drama and all of the marching and parading outside of the business and all that different type of stuff. So they really just started putting the transgender crowd and the pride crowd. They started putting them first in a lot of things. And that's what Trump is saying. He's cutting out the fact that, no, you're not going to show favoritism and partiality when it comes to the hiring process. What you're going to have to do is consider people based on their merit, based on what they can actually perform, based on their strengths, based on what they have coming to the table as far as in their career and their advancement. So I think people need to really stop spreading lies and attention and really just sit back, because it's really tearing up the world right now. False news and bad news and uneducated news is really messing up a lot of things, especially with a lot of social media people. You're not going back and reading. You're not going back and really researching the topic and find out what you're talking about. I think that is becoming a really bad issue. So what's going to end up happening, eventually the government is going to put a stop to bad and false news too. Trump going to try to attack that, because it's becoming absurd the way that especially our people, are spreading false behaviors and news around the internet and think it's okay. You rather destroy a person's information life so you can get an extra like, so you can get a click, so that you can become famous, or so you can get some whatever you got going on, some money or whatever, you're selling a product. So you rather just post a lie just so that you can get something done. That really hurts the community a whole lot, because we're not being properly informed, but rather we are being misguided and misled by a bunch of false and arrogant bullshit that's not really true. I think we need to sit back and just go ahead and get some education on our conversations, and then we come do a video once we sat down and actually read what is going on in our community. DEI is not to keep black folks out of work. DEI is not to keep minorities out of work. DEI is not to stop people from minority businesses from doing businesses with large corporations. It is to give everybody an opportunity at the job. Give everybody an opportunity at contracts and work. Give everybody an opportunity. No man is left behind. No woman is left behind. And now the transgender community is not the only ones who can get the good jobs. You can get it too. That's what it's about. Go read if you don't believe me.